Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Big Ambitions. I spent around 60 hours in game and I'd like to share with you my top 10 tips I wish I knew before I started. At number 1 we have hunger and happiness. Right now, as of update 0.3, there are no changes towards your character if you do not eat or you are not happy. I wish I knew this before I started my business, as the constant need for food and entertainment had an impact on the time I had to manage my business and the money as well. In the beginning of the game, your money is pretty limited, so every saved penny counts. Don't waste money on vans. If you go through the tutorial, you're being told that for the warehouse you'll need a vehicle. The recommended one by the game is the van. The van is cheap and it serves a purpose. However, it has a limited number of up to 2 delivery locations, so if you have multiple businesses, this quickly becomes a loss. So rather than spending 8k on a van, you would be in much better position by taking a 300k loan from the bank and buying 2 trucks, with some spare capital to invest in opening other businesses. If you are like me, perhaps you thought that a good first business would be in the food sector. Everybody needs to eat multiple times per day, so this should work good, right? Wrong. As of this patch 0.3, the best business so far is still the clothing store. Even a small shop can make upwards of 10k per day. Comparing it to a restaurant of a similar size, you'll find it only does half of that if you're lucky. If you're just starting, you might have the urgency of getting a place to sleep, have a fridge to eat, the basic necessities. Well, since food does not impact your health, you don't need all those luxuries. Rather than spending money on a daily rent, plus the cost of the furniture, go ahead and buy yourself a car. It serves a much greater purpose considering you can sleep in the car just as much as in a bed, and you'll be also constantly on the move, especially in the beginning of the game. You might find yourself in a fortunate position of having a few million to spare, and consider investing them so you can take them out later and profit. You will be quickly disappointed to realize that your shops are most likely making more profit per day than is your bank investment. I think about banks as a place to have some safety money in case I make a bad investment. In the beginning, your choices are limited. You'll have to settle for the cheapest car to get by. However, as soon as you find yourself with 65k to spare, skip the Ford V150 and get yourself the SUV. It is only 21k more than the Ford and has automatic parking, a higher top speed and better handling. All in all, is a much better vehicle for a very small increase. After opening a business, check the inside screen to find out how your business is performing. For example, here, the classic expensive female clothing, as well as others, are dictating how much capacity per hour we have. Even though the building is limited at 30, I can only accommodate 25 per hour because I lack a few clothing racks. As you open up your business, you'll need inventory to sell. The wholesalers are doing a good job helping you out by purchasing products from them. However, these get expensive real fast. You'll find yourself in a situation where a store is selling all of its inventory in less than 1 week, so you'll need to reorder. This will soon become very expensive. So, the better solution is to either save as much money as possible or take a loan, build an office, hire a purchasing agent, sign a contract with an import-export company and have the products delivered straight to your warehouse at a much lower cost. If you're in the early stages of the game and have a couple of millions in profit, don't be tempted to gamble them in the casino. Chances are you'll lose and feel bad. Never think about the casino as a way of making money, but rather as a spending place. If you are fortunate enough to make some profit, take it as a bonus and not as the target. And lastly, invest in your businesses. When you have cash to spare, invest it back into the shops. Decorate them, add speakers, change the flooring and the wall colors. This will make your customers enjoy it more and spend more money with you. And a bonus tip, as of today, the boats do not carry any value other than bragging about that you have enough money to get one. You can sleep on them and relax, but you cannot drive them. Perhaps in the future the developers will allow us to explore the ocean, but as of today, they're just a waste of money in my view. Alright, So that's it for today. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.